Well, hello everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope you are finding yourselves well and you are staying happy, safe, and positive. I wanted to jump on today and kind of give you all an update as to how Kayla, Allie, myself, and Ray are doing. It's been about a month since Ray's full gastrectomy of his stomach because of his cancer, stage 4 gastric cancer at the age of now, he just had a birthday, 29. He was diagnosed almost a year ago, September 26, 2022. It's not a journey that I ever imagined I would be on. And I would say probably most people feel that way, whether you're on the journey yourself, you're on it with a loved one or a family member. Before I get too deep into anything, I want to say that Ray is doing amazing. He is recovering well, he is eating a lot, and he is consuming as much food as he can about every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day. His portion sizes are a bit smaller, or I guess according to Ray, a lot bit smaller. He is definitely not overindulging in food anymore. And he was definitely a foodie, Ray. But he is finding his way in this, and there is a definite learning curve, and he is learning how to eat again, and he's doing fantastic. Right now, we're just really working on trying to get some weight on him, put back some of that weight that he lost after the surgery that we worked so hard to gain again, but he's getting there. We have spent the last month at Ray's house. It's been about 5 weeks since I have been home, and let me tell you, it feels so good to be home right now. I missed my home. I did. The girls missed their home. I think Kayla and Allie got a bit homesick and just missing our routine, and Allie missing the pool and her friends. But it was something that we needed to do for Ray, and I wouldn't do it any other way. Now we're just trying to get back to a schedule. Ray is going to start a chemotherapy here again. The doctors are talking about what treatment they're going to do this week on him, and with any hope, by the beginning of next week, Ray will be on some kind of treatment addressing what is on his liver. Kayla is still plugging away at school. I think I told you all she had gotten her bachelor's degree, and she is working on getting accepted into a teaching program because she wants to be a teacher. And while she is getting into that teaching program and then hopefully teaching at a high school, she will then continue on to getting her master's so she can be a professor at a college, which is her long-term goal for the future, is to be a political science professor at a college. And I don't doubt that she will do it. She is well on her way. Allison is, today is the beginning of week 4 of her being back to in-person school after being out for almost 4 years. And she is in junior high school now. And it has been an adjustment for her. I'm not gonna lie. It's, I'll just say that it's been an adjustment. And, gosh. I don't know that having her out of in-person school for as long as I did, or she did her much justice in the social aspect, because we are now seeing not just the adjustment of her going back in person, but the social interaction of dealing with altercations or dealing with unkind people, and her not knowing how to completely deal with that. And so because she's been at home for 4 years, she hasn't had a lot of interaction with not so nice people or unkind people, And so she didn't grow the thick skin that she might have already had by the time she got into junior high. And now she's in junior high and her skin isn't too thick, and she is a bit sensitive to the unkind people that go to her school, and not really knowing how to let it roll off her back is what I would say. And that's been the adjustment for her. Does she want to go back online? She does, but I don't know that I am going to let that happen right now. I think right now we need to try and power through it so Allie can learn that sometimes she's just gonna come in contact with people that aren't kind, and she can't let it get to her and affect her. She's got to kind of let it roll off her back and then just move forward. And I don't feel like taking her out of school is going to benefit her. I feel like it's going to enable her to not thicken up her skin. And I want Allie to be strong and resilient, and to an extent not care what people think or say to her that is not relevant in her life, or that is mean and hurtful and just unnecessary. And I think that to a degree you need to learn how to deal with that and not just avoid it and hide. And so that's just my opinion and my parenting style. But if it gets to be too much for her, then changes will be made. But for now, I think we just kind of got to keep plugging away, powering through it, talk through it every day, come up with alternatives, come up with coping mechanisms and ways to deal with it. And I believe 100% that Allie is capable of doing that. As for me, you know, I want to say that this journey with Ray has been beyond tough. And there are times where I have really just crumbled, because it is just a constant roller coaster of emotions that are up and down, up and down. And with this, it just feels like, it doesn't feel, but it's the reality of there is never peace of mind. There's never a moment where I feel like I'm not holding my breath, hoping that the next bad thing doesn't happen. And that is emotionally exhausting. And gosh, you know, I want to say that I'm just ready for this to be done. And I know that that sounds so immature or young or naive, but I'm just tired of seeing my son go through this and how it is wearing on him and what it is doing to him. And then in turn, what it does to me watching him and how it affects Allie and Kayla. It is a nightmare that I would not wish on anybody. If I had a worst enemy, I wouldn't wish it on that person. I just want this to be over, and I feel like that's all I have with this. You know, there have been days again where I just don't want to get out of bed again, and I am forcing myself. Work has been hard, concentrating on work has been hard, but I need to concentrate on work. I need to concentrate on something other than watching Ray through this battle. And that's hard as a parent. It's hard for a wife. It's hard as just a bystander who's watching a friend or somebody you love go through this. You know, when you can't do anything to make it better, you can't do anything to take the pain away or to make a conclusion a better conclusion. All you can do is just be there with that person so they're not in pain alone or dealing with the bad news alone. That is such a horrible feeling. It is a helpless feeling. It is an uncontrolled feeling. And when I can't make Kayla's life better, when I can't make Allie's life better, I just feel like we are stuck. And by golly, that is the worst stinking feeling ever, is to be stuck. You're just stuck in a nightmare that you're just treading the water through, just going through it, and you see a light at the end of the tunnel, and then you think it's gonna be there and the light gets a bit farther, and you just have to keep telling yourself, Ray, Kayla, Allie, the light is still there and we just have to keep going through it. The journey may be a little bit longer, but there is hope and there is good news, and we just need to keep doing it. And when we feel like we can't do it anymore, we have to dig deep and we have to keep going. We have to find the strength to keep going. And sometimes that strength isn't there, but you have to find it. And sometimes I feel like I just pull myself out of bed because I don't because I just want this over. And it's not. Gosh, I just let that out, didn't I? So yeah, gosh, I know everybody's gonna say I don't need to apologize, but there is a realness that I needed to let out, and I don't always feel as strong as so many of you give me credit for. There are days when Kayla pulls me out of bed or picks me up, or somebody does, because I'm not always strong, and I know it's okay not to be strong, but I want you all to know that I do keep going, and I don't feel worthy of the compliments of you all saying that I inspire you to be strong, because yesterday I didn't feel strong. For now, like I said, we are back home. I am going to throw myself back into work while Allie is at school, because I need it. I need therapy. I need to work with my hands and do stuff that preoccupies my mind, so it's not 100% cancer 24/7. And I think Ray needs to do that, Kayla needs to do that, and Allie needs to do that for our own mental well-being. And so you're probably gonna see a bit more uploading and DIYing now, because I am ready to get back to work, and Ray is ready to start this next leg of the race with another chemotherapy to shrink those tumors. And the holidays are coming, which is a super busy time of year for me, and I'm ready for it. I thank you all again for listening to me as I vented right now. I think I needed that. I thank you all with the deepest part of my being for your thoughts, your prayers, your well wishes on a daily basis, your strength, your energy, your light, whatever your belief system is. I cannot thank you enough. It is humbling every day to me to see in the comments that people are still keeping us in their thoughts and their prayers, and I'm not gonna lie, it helps and we need it. And so again, thank you with everything that I have in me to the deepest core of my being for your support. Until next time, everybody, I'm gonna ask you to stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay positive, because I know that we sure as heck are trying. And bye for now, everybody.